Here is a 2024 BMW 840i convertible in mineral white metallic over Fiona red and black extended merino leather. What's the different options in the 8 Series, some pros and cons and comparable rivals? I'm Anthony from Hawkeye Rides, and that's some things we're going to touch base on. Starting with, this is over 400 pounds less weight than the M Competition convertible, but this is going to be the best weight distribution at 50.3, 49.7. As you go up to the M850 and the M8 Competition, the weight distribution gets worse, but it's faster on a 0 to 60. In the front, you're going to get LED headlights and daytime runnings with BMW laser. The iconic kidney grille gets the matte black that's going to surround the gloss black. The lower is going to be one of the most aggressive BMW stance. I think the 8 Series just really sets itself a little bit more apart from the BMW line, almost towards an exotic look for a discounted price when you're considering 617 horsepower on the M8 Competition. The long hood here is going to have inline 6-cylinder twin scroll turbocharged 3.0 liter producing 335 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque paired to an 8-speed ZF automatic transmission. This is going to get your best MPGs, 21 to the city and 29 to the highway. This is not the X-Drive, so you're getting a 0 to 60 at 5 seconds. Top speed, 130 miles per hour. You're not going to have the same sweet spot characteristics as the M850i, which will get you that twin-turbo V8 4.4 liter, and it's going to house 523 horsepower. 0 to 60 in that is under 4 seconds, which is a lot quicker than even the X-Drive on the 840i. Just something to think about when you're looking at an 8 Series. M-Spec wheels with the M Sport Package Pro that includes the black brake calipers and the shadow line trim. We get 4 pistons in the front and a single floating caliper in the rear. But this is not going to be dynamically the same. Both the 850 and the M8 Competition will have 553 pound-feet of torque, but 617 horsepower will be the major difference, and the Competition comes standard now for a couple of years, which adds that 17 horsepower to it in a 0 to 60 with convertible at 3 seconds. This is almost half the speed and performance, and it's not half the price. You're getting the M Sport rear differential, but because of this price, you should also consider the M4 Competition convertible, because you're going to be getting over 500 horsepower, and the 0 to 60 is going to be faster than this, and you're still having that fun to drive spirit with a near 50-50 weight distribution. LED taillights in the lower keeps an aggressive attribute. Front and rear parking sensors with the 360-degree reverse camera, dual exhaust outlets. As you go up the tier, it's going to look a lot more aggressive and more track worthy because you're at 3 seconds 0 to 60, but you will be spending $40,000 to $50,000 more to get similar specs, in which most M8 Competitions that I review are typically between the $160,000 and $180,000 price point. So when you're considering this is just a hair over $100,000, it is a bargain to get an 8 Series convertible. However, when you're looking for performance, the sweet spot would be the M4 Competition or the M850i. This is going to be more of a daily drive with a touch of performance. Power liftgate going into 15 cubic feet of storage. It's going to be a little bit more narrow, but it's a wide opening and it's deep as well. To put the top down, you will lose some cargo capacity. Split fold the rear bench in the back at a 50-50 split. And because I'm tall, I'm gonna just go inside, push it down. You can see you have a little bit more cargo capacity, but it's still going to be a little bit tight. This is a BMW twin power turbo. When you go inside, start it up so you can hear that exhaust note. Sixteen-way power seat adjustment for the front, ventilated, heated, memory for both the driver and passenger. We have the neck warmers, manual cushion extensions, headroom for the 8 Series convertible, and leg room. It's a deep foot well. The width between the center cluster is a little bit compromised. It is still a driver-focused setup with a 12.3 touch screen. This does not have iDrive 8. We have wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Sirius XM, AM, FM, streaming Bluetooth audio. Put it into reverse. With a 360-degree reverse camera, backup assist, full trajectory in your automatic parking. Click here and you have the 3D view, which you can use the touch, or you can simply use the iDrive to slide all around the vehicle. Click back here. And you got the car wash that will show the trajectory for the front wheels going inwards. Dual climate control, ambient lighting, in between the satin aluminum and the leather with the contrast stitching. Heads-up display, auto-dimming rear view mirror, and I like the red and black contrast with the wood in between that opens up to a wireless charger, USB 12 volt, the key fob for the 840i, glass controls, and it has the 8 Series inside it. And I like this because it actually rolls around, not the whole knob, but it is also touch sensitive too. It's going to be more soft, opens up, and you get a 12 volt and a USB. It's a long but not so deep storage pocket, leather wrap, 3-spoke, steering wheel heated multi-function with adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, the paddle shifters with a 12.3 digital gauge cluster that can change different driving modes. So you can also go through the BC on the stocks, so you can go through any information for the driver. The satin aluminum carries on to the air vents on the side, which go into the door panels with the Harman Kardon upgraded sound system. Contrast stitching, the red and black yet again. It's going to be more sporty with a long armrest and a medium-sized storage pocket with a couple beverage holders carved out. To enter into the back, lift this. It's going to electronically move forward. For the back seats headroom, I'm completely against the convertible top. Legroom, it moves back and then it will stop, so I'm pretty much squished. There isn't anything here that I can use as armrests, and there's nothing on the sides, no air vents or anything, but you can feel the air circulate. Because I'm tall, I just put my hands here, and to get out, just make it easy for ourselves. 335 horsepower, 369 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 65 seconds. X-Drive, 4.3 seconds. Let's see some of the dynamics. Because of the weight distribution, I'm okay with giving her a little go. Because you are pretty much 50-50 weight distribution, which you do not get that with the M850i or the M8 competition. But you're getting more performance. It does weigh a little bit more also because of that V8 twin turbo engine. Handles pretty well. We're gonna stop right here, let that car go a little bit so that way we can actually see the full 0 to 60 performance now. Here we go. The only thing that's a little bit dissatisfying is the fact that you're paying 6 figures, but you're not getting a 6-figure exhaust note. I understand it's an inline 6-cylinder twin scroll turbocharge, and it's not a V8 twin turbo. It just would be nice to have a little bit more of that athletic approach. Because I'm in sport mode and I'm doing my thing. It's being a little bit more quiet and composed. Again, more of an everyday functional vehicle. You're getting great MPGs. It's still dynamic though, which is the best part about BMW. So even if you do not want to option an 850i because maybe you just don't like how it consumes fuel, you can do this and still have the same fun factor. It's going to take me to some pros and cons. We're going to start off with the cons. With the 8 Series, one of the reasons why I am more towards the M4 competition, not only because of price, but because of this windscreen. It dips downwards. So it's kind of like I'm looking like this on one side, and if I'm on the passenger side, it's like this. So it really gives me a blind spot because of the convertible, and I love convertibles. I have the seat in the lowest seat position, in which it's not helping much because the window is also more sleek. Another con about it is when you go into the cargo, there's a lip from the lower bumper to the cargo in which you can easily scratch the back of your 8 Series. And when you're spending 6 figures, I would suggest that you get a brawl. A clear brawl for the back so you're taken care of there. But it should be something that's standard. In the interior, you're still getting manual seat cushion extensions. This is something that's in the M4 competition, and I'm saving a ton of money. Top that out with every feature, and you're looking at maybe $102,000. That's about the same price as this, and you're getting performance, night and day difference. The Pro is you can put the even when you're driving. So if you really want to get some of that heat of Florida, because it's over 100 degrees out here, you can do so. And then you turn on the sport mode so you can actually hear that exhaust. It's going to let you know whenever to let go of the button. And now we're going to see how well it sounds with the top down. A little bit more playful, and I do like that. We get the neck warmers. That is an option that I would definitely consider even if I went to the M4 competition convertible, or any convertible for BMW, only because at nighttime it can get a little nippy. During the daytime, you're going to be running this air condition. In the back, there's really nothing. So that's going to take me to some more cons. You only have seats back there in which it's not really derived for a lot of people to sit back there. It's really more so for cargo. But now I'm going to show you with putting the top up. Hopefully we can do so quick enough before the light turns, but you can still go to about 30 miles per hour putting it up or down. So I like the functionality there and the fact that the wind isn't hitting my face in the front. In the back, it's a different story. Same thing for Mercedes and Audi. Going into some competition, this is not going to be the fastest variant for the pricing, and you're not getting the most horsepower and torque. You are getting the best weight distribution, and you're still getting a fun drive with great MPGs. Another pro to the vehicle is we do not have the iDrive 8 yet. And the only reason why I say it's a pro is I like the style of this. If they throw the same dash that they're throwing in the 4 Series, in which they're doing it in the 5 Series, in the iX, in the XM, in all of the BMWs, it takes away from that feel of, you know what, I spent a little bit more money. It's a little bit different styling. I think they did nail all the attributes of a classic sports convertible, just didn't give it the performance. As for maneuverability, you can also adjust that through your infotainment screen to make it a little bit more sporty and a little bit more light. So if you want it heavier, or if you want to just move quick in and out for your daily use. For me, the M4 competition convertible is the way to go because of value, and I mean, you're just getting a lot of performance underneath there. If you're in the market, you want to spend $100,000 and you're not so concerned, but you're still getting fast 0 to 60s, this is something to look at because it does take the box for everyday use. Turn radius, about 2 lanes, give her a go. It doesn't feel overly wide. The suspension isn't going to be so firm, but you still have the dynamics to do some cornering and some fun maneuverability. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Check out the next video, merchandise website and Instagram. Leave a comment and a like. And I'd like to thank BMW of Wesley Chapel for giving us this 2024 BMW 840i convertible for our car review.